Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got baseball coming up for Jackie Robinson Day. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the All-Stars. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Chris, today a special day on the Major League Baseball calendar, Jackie Robinson Day. Everyone on the field wearing number 42 to honor Jackie and his breaking of the professional baseball color barrier in 1947 with the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Well, Boog, it's a great day for everyone in terms of just the unity that it helped to bring forth within our country, and a lot of times that's done through sport. But for me, as a black player, when I think about Jackie Robinson and I think about the connection of such a great player and all of the adversity that he had to endure, baseball's hard enough just to play, but then everything sort of on the field, off the field, and how he persevered through that's so inspiring. Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Throws to first in time, and an easy out to start the game. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Ketel Marte.
Well, this guy's been hitting the ball out of the park. He's really making every at-bat count for something. An on-base percentage just under 500 over his last 10 games.
Ildemaro Vargas stands in here, takes ball 1 low. High fly ball, right field. Lynn pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
That is hurt. The second baseman,
Ketel Marte up to the plate.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Chance to extend that hitting streak to 10 games here.
Swing and a ground ball. The throw to first. They get the out on Marte. That ends the frame. Nothing doing for Arizona. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound here today, Zach Gallen.
Well, he tried to make it through the 5th inning last time out, but the pitch count just got too high. He ended up taking the loss. That's one of those you just have to shake it off, come back out today, and try to throw a gem.
Wheat, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And a foul ball. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then ultimately in July of 19, he went to Arizona for Jazz Chisholm. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Moreno gathers, throws to first, gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
fly ball, well struck. Back there. That's long gone. He circles the bases. His 4th home run of the season. And they jump out front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
Now it's the power speed combo. Ed Lynn. There's a swing and a miss. Lynn getting the start in right. Hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. This one's smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
1 down. How you Lee will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Lee turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
Late with the swing there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. To third, Vargas. Slings to first in time. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs. How you Lee.
Well, he's riding a power streak right now. There's no doubt about that. 6 home runs in his last 10 games. This guy's been very consistent throughout the season, but especially right now, he's locking it in, doing some damage in terms of slugging. And when he steps in the box, you don't want to take your eyes off the screen. You may miss a long home run.
Ward Nathan, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that one fouled off. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park. All set for the start of the inning. This is Corbin Carroll.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Ray back to work. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
In the dirt, and now it's even 1-1. Carroll launched a homer in his most recent game. Fastball for a strike. Corbin goes down on strikes.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 1 out, bases empty. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That one's in there. 1-2.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Nice grab.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. That catches the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. In the air to left center. Wheat sizes this one up, and that is that. And we're back. And now, Sung-Chae Cheng.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And first offering is fouled off. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. That missed by a lot. And the count is 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Goes down looking. Now at the plate, Jay Shin. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-2 is the count.
That one out to right. Carroll settles under this one. And there's two down.
Batting eight, the shortstop, Ken.
2 outs, base is empty. Ken Yu digs in now. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that slides, but it gets by him.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now the catcher up to hit, Pat Funk. And ball one.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And that is in for a strike. And it's 1-1.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Tyler Locklear, batting with one down, takes a strike. That's out to center field. Tracks it down for the out. And there are 2 down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Back here in Miami, here's the left fielder, And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. And he deals. The other way. Throws to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Man, that was bang, bang. Tough to tell in full speed, Boog.
I got to be honest with you. I couldn't tell either. As they ask for time to check with their replay guys about a possible challenge, we wait and see.
Yeah, and we usually get a couple of close ones every game, it seems. And this one is just about as close as it gets.
Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. Yu Chang getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw there. Safe. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read.
Oh, now this is drilled to center. Way back there. On its way and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 4-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
So up next, Ed Lynn. He's already homered here in this one. Right through there for a strike.
Heart of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That one pushed to the left and foul. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Gurriel handles the chance. One away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
So now the DH spot. Hao-Yu Lee grounded out his first time up. Swung on, belted. Barossa going back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Now back, first baseman, Ward Nathan.
2 down, bases empty. Ward Nathan, the next to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one is out of here. Ward Nathan with his first major league home run, a special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Olivares, and, you know, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
Now here is Sung-Chae Cheng. He was a strikeout victim his first time. He swings and fouls one off. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in the last half of the third. Smoked on the ground a second, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jake McCarthy. And that's downstairs. Ball 1. McCarthy in his 3rd season, 27 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. And now 2-0 as that one missed below the knees. That's down and in.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Fastball for a strike.
Count's full.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's the 3rd baseman, Ildemaro Vargas. Flied to right his first time. And a swing and a miss.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and heart of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
This one in the dirt. Runner at first with no outs here. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Here's Ketel Marte. Grounded out his first time. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
That was straight queso right there.
Runner at second here, one gone. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. On the ground to the left, Cerna. They get the out on Marte.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Corbin Carroll. Struck out swinging his first time. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Dives, but it falls, and now it looks like extra bases. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. He somehow got to that outside pitch and pulled it hard into the outfield. Not exactly what you're supposed to do with that kind of location, but you wouldn't know it by how the ball came off his bat. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. Moreno will hit next. On the ground. They limit the damage here. Arizona hits the board on this RBI triple. It's now a 5-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Now this is in the air down the line. Gurriel sizing this one up. 1 down. Ken Yu digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Foul ball there. Foul ball still 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Ray back to work. Gurriel gets a piece.
You know, these D-backs need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And there's one down. Blaze Alexander getting ready to hit. Right through there for a strike.
Nope.
Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Locklear stands in now and watches strike one. Swings through that one.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Lynn makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Man, that's one of those at bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at bat.
Line drive. Lays out and makes the play.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, Jalen Beeks.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him. Well, these players putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
That's to third. Vargas jumps, throws. Nicely done for the out. Singy, it was close. Looks like they want a second to review it and possibly challenge the call if they think he beat the throw.
Yeah, they might challenge it just to kind of roll the dice, you know, Boog, and perhaps maybe they see something different as they get a look at some different angles.
So they have decided to challenge the play, and now it's up to the replay umpires in New York to make the call. Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Yu Chang. The changeup missing, and it's 1-0.
Ball one, no strike.
Nobody out, runner at first.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky. This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
To first, maybe a 2-ball. Fires to second for one. Relay to first. Double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So 2 down now, and here is Ed Lynn. And first offering is fouled off. Lynn went deep in his most recent game. town. He'll circle the bases. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 6-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it. Carried out nicely.
So 2 down, and now how you lead. That one a little bit high. 1-0.
Count 1-0.
Two outs. And downstairs.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Eduardo Rodriguez up and loosening in the pen. Thompson getting loose as well. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Fought off foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Moreno down to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
Man at first, Ward Nathan now at the plate. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Got him. Inning over. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back at the plate. Jake McCarthy. Fastball for a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Line drive. And it goes just foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it. Just an outstanding play going up the middle right there. And the exchange to get the throw off to first just shows you why he's one of the best shortstops around. So smooth, yet so quick at the same time. And any slower, and those wheels burning down the first baseline are going to turn that into an infield hit.
Lynn hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Cattell.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Cattell Marte. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. And he's in at second with a 2-out double. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
And the batter now, Corbin Carroll. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that's a base hit. Runner scores from second as they get one back. It's an RBI single. It's 6-2. Runner at first with 2 away. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. 0 for 2 in this one. Checks over to first, back safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
0-1. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Here's Gurriel. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. That's too low. 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And they'll do it again. Got him looking. Good job at damage control right there. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 6-2. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Miami, here's a big power threat. Sung-Chae Cheng. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Activity in the bullpen. Bryce Jarvis preparing to come on if needed. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it on to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. Stepping in, Jay Shin. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And that is out of play. That one ripped. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
One out, runner at second. The next to hit. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
1 ball, 2
in the dirt, but kept close. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Pat Funk. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Number 42. He's pitching on 2 days rest. The batter now, Blaze Alexander, 1 for 2.
Alexander.
Kitty Lowell, the new catcher now.
Number 42. Kitty Lowell.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Shin makes the catch, and there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Next to hit for Arizona, Tyler Locklear. Outside low, ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And he hits a ground ball right side, and he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jorge Barosa.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jorge Barosa. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and that is that. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Ryan Thompson. Back to the top of the order now. Here's the left fielder, Wheat. And first offering is fouled off. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. To the right side, Locklear. He steps on the bag, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Now the third baseman, Yu Chang. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
That one ripped, but foul. Thompson, a 6'5" righty. He features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting,
2 down, base is empty. Ed Lynn digs in now. Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Gwen Yu.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Back to the top of the order. Now it's the DH, Jake McCarthy. 1 for 3. And there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. Had a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. First out in the top of the 8th.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good...
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there. On its way, gone. His first homer of the year. It's 6-3. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. He's just too good of a hitter at the plate. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And that one is lifted in the air. Lynn nabs it, and there's 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter, because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
0-2.
This to third, and that's a fair ball.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Gabriel Moreno will hit next. First pitch misses.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Makes the grab, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 6-3. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the 8th, and now the DH, How You Lee. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. 1 up, 1 down.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
So up next, Ward Nathan. Hard hit left side. Slings it across, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the second baseman, Sung-Jae Chang.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Sung-Jae Chang. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And a foul ball. Two outs. And now the count is even. And he grounds one to the right side. Marte on the run, sends it over to first. What a play, inning over. Number 42 on to try and close it out.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And that's in there at the knees.
0-1's the count.
In for a strike. 0-2 now.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area. Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Alexander in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in, and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated, and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find.
And that is the ball game.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.